I tell you, do not let anyone ever convince you that because of your past accomplishments or your present state in the world, that you cannot change your position by rising within yourself and then see the whole world respond. The future must become the present in the imagination of the one who would wisely and consciously create circumstances. We must translate vision into being, thinking of into thinking from. Imagination must center itself in a state and view the world from that state. So within these quotes, there is a lot of wisdom, and I now want to go through that step by step. It's time for a short ad, because right now I am running my Christmas special offer, which is the largest sale I've ever done, where you can save $1,000 on my usual program price, and where you can also get a free one-on-one coaching session with me personally on top of that. This is only for 25 people, and this is only till the end of this year. So if that is interesting for you, then simply go to upgradeyourlife.com/Christmas or check out the link in the video description. And now enjoy the video. So first of all, Neville is saying, right, never let anyone, never let the world, never let your surroundings, people, never let the world, the mirror, dictate what you can accomplish in your life, right? It doesn't matter in which state you have been so far. It doesn't matter what you accomplished so far or what your life has been so far. The question is, where right now do you start to dwell within, right? What right now do you start to make alive? So at any given moment in time, at any point in your life, you can determine to make new things alive in yourself, no matter your past accomplishments. So don't let the past dictate what you carry on into the future, right? If you don't like the past, you could either first revise it. I will link a video that I did on revision just recently. Or you can also start to, again, realign yourself within so that you make completely new things alive in your inner world, right? That you shift into new realities within so that your world can start to reflect back new things. So again, it doesn't matter what the world has been so far. Don't think that you cannot change, right? You are free to change. You have the free will to select the states that you want to be identified with, that you want to shift into, right? And how do you do that? By rising within yourself, right? By aligning, by doing a radical internal transformation. You can start with a mental diet. I will link this video on mental diet above right now, where you only start to let in the states, the moods, the feelings, the feeling of identities, feeling of certain realities in your inner world that you want to, entertain, that you want to see more of, that you want to see grow in your world. And you, in a sense, cut all the branches, you cut everything away, you take your attention away from the things that are no longer desirable for you, right? But at any moment, at any point in time, at any moment, you are free to change within. All right. If you understand that you can do that, if you wake up to this power, that you have power over the states that you make alive in your inner world, and that's one of the most freeing things to see that, oh, I could right now start to feel like this. Although my circumstances show me no reason for that, I can now be in this state, although I see no confirmation of that yet. And then we see the whole world respond. So the future, and this is the key right now, the future, aka whatever you hope for, whatever you desire, whatever you want to see in your life, whatever new circumstances you want to generate, this future, right, must become the present in the imagination. What is imagination? Imagination is your inner world. It's where you dwell within, right? You can right now, you can sit in a restaurant, but within you can dwell in, oh my God, this happened yesterday, and oh my God, and this person treated me like this. So this is where you dwell in the here and now, right? But you could also be in a restaurant, you can dwell on, being congratulated on all of your success. So what I want to portray with that is simply that the question is, where do you dwell in your inner world, in your imagination, within consciousness, in your inner reality, right? And you must dwell there in the state where your wish is already accomplished, right? The future, this desire that you want, you must translate vision into being, like Neville is saying later, right? Vision, desire into now being it, into now having it. And we can obviously not do this in the external world. If you right now desire a car, then there's no reason for you to believe that you have a car. But in your inner world, you could start to shift into a state where you feel the mood, right? Where you encounter a scene, where you imagine a scene, where you enact an experience that implies to you that you have this car. And I also recently did a video explaining a recent manifestation success story of mine on how I manifested a car. I will link this one above right now. You can learn a lot from the story. And that is key. Right, so the future must become the present in the imagination of one who would wisely and consciously create circumstances. So I make then now and there, here. In my inner world, I now dive into the state, into the experience, into the reality of now having and being who I want to be and what I want to have. I make this right now a life for myself, so that it no longer remains a hope, a desire, something I seemingly lack and don't have in my circumstances yet. No, but within I shift into, I see that I don't lack anything. Right? You're not lacking anything, because anything is in creation, everything is within you, and you could dwell on whatever identity and state and reality that you want to dwell on within first, and then the world reshuffles and reflects it back. But you can't keep hoping, you can't keep desiring, right? Stop desiring. So what Neville said, 2, stop desiring. If you have a desire, stop desiring it. Start being it. Start having it within. Start imagining things that imply that you have it, so that you no longer stay in a state of desire. Because if you stay in a state of desire, that indicates that you're not having it yet, because you want it, you desire it. So in your inner world, you're not having it yet. And the mirror of life, your circumstances, can only reflect back what you already have, what already is, who you already are. So don't keep it at distance within shift into the wish-fulfilled state, in the here and now. So we translate vision, aka desire, into being. Thinking of into thinking from. I did a very powerful video called Thinking Of versus Thinking From. I will also link this one above right now, because again, as long as you think of, you indicated your desire is still separate. You indicated your desire is not here yet, that you hope for, that you want it, but you not have it. You want to be this, but you are not it yet. You want to have this, but you don't have it yet. So what do you expect from the mirror to show back? Right? It can only show what already is in you, what you already made alive, what you already accepted as true, what already is done for you. Right? Manifestation is the consequence of the internal wish fulfilled, of wherever you dwelled within and made alive within yourself. And imagination, right? Your beingness, right? Wherever you dwell within, whatever you make alive in your internal world, must center itself in your desired state and view the world from that state. So how would I see the world if this would be true? What would I experience? What would I encounter if this would be true? Let me imagine that. Let me, within myself, awaken that. All right, so this is it. Straight to the point. This is just a reminder for you to stop desiring and start being. How can I help you? Well, you can check out the 2 links in the video description and pinned comments, my free masterclass, where I explain to you how to shift into that version of yourself that already has the desire, so that you start to think from it, that it becomes natural for you. But because the more we start to think from it, the more we see the world from the new state, the more we identify with, the more it becomes habitual, the more it becomes our habitual dwelling place, and then our world can effortlessly reflect back more of that. And if you want to work with me to have a system, an online academy, a step-by-step approach to all of these teachings, to integrate them, you want coaching calls, you want accountability, you want support, you want a like-minded community of people around you, then check out my program and see if you're a good fit. That's the 2nd link in the video description, pinned comments, and I speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.